Did you know that in a medical malpractice case here in New York that goes to trial, there are 6 members of the community who are actually triers of the fact? You want to know what that's about? And why that's important to understand as you're considering whether or not to go forward with your own case? Come join me for a moment as I share with you exactly what I mean. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law in the state of New York. When you bring a medical malpractice case, you are claiming that a doctor or hospital staff violated the basic standards of medical care. And as a result of that, you suffered significant harm and injury. And now there are clear disputes. The defense turns around and says, wait a second, we didn't cause any problem. We didn't do anything wrong. And then they turn around and say as a defense, hey, well, maybe if we did something wrong, you did something wrong too. And then they also say, hey, you know what? If we did something wrong and you did something wrong, we didn't cause your injury. Somebody else did. Or they may turn around and say, you know what? Maybe we acknowledge we did something we shouldn't have done, but your injuries really are not as bad as you claim them to be. Very interesting. So now there are clear disputes. Disputes about the facts of the case. Disputes about whether or not certain treatment rendered was appropriate. Was it careless or not? So because of these disputes, now there's an issue. There's many issues that arise in a medical malpractice case. And now, since we cannot resolve these issues during the litigation process, guess what? We now have to go to trial. We now have to get 6 members of the community to come and evaluate, to listen to the facts of what went on, to evaluate the issues in the case, to listen to the testimony, to look at the evidence, the exhibits, and to listen to the experts. Now, when I told you earlier at the beginning of this video that there's 6 members of the community come in and they are the triers of fact, what does that mean? It means that members of the jury, members of the community who are chosen to sit as jurors on our particular case, they are really the triers of fact. They are trying to determine who is more likely right than wrong. Are we more likely right than wrong that what we are claiming is true? If the answer is yes, then we're entitled to a verdict in our favor. If the answer is no, then we walk out of court without anything. But it is the jury, the 6 members of the community, they are the ones to really determine which set of facts they believe to be more likely true than not true. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these medical malpractice cases here in the state of New York. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.